Hey there, and welcome back to Peak Intrigue. Today we'll be talking about the influential German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche was born on October 15, 1844, in the small town of Röcken, located in the Prussian Province of Saxony. His father was a Lutheran pastor, and Nietzsche was raised in a religious household. Nietzsche studied philology, which is the study of language and literature, at the University of Bonn, and later at the University of Leipzig, where he became a professor of philology at the young age of 24. However, Nietzsche's true passion lay in philosophy, and he began to publish works on the subject in addition to his philological research. Nietzsche's early works focused on the ancient Greeks, particularly their views on tragedy and the concept of the will to power. In his book titled The Birth of Tragedy, 1872, Nietzsche argued that the Greeks' tragic plays were not just entertainment, but served a deeper purpose of affirming life in the face of suffering and tragedy. Nietzsche's later works, such as Thus Spoke Zarathustra, 1883-85, and Beyond Good and Evil, 1886, explored his own philosophy, which he called philosophy with a hammer. Nietzsche believed that the traditional morality and religion were outdated and no longer served a purpose in modern society. He saw these institutions as limiting human potential and argued that individuals should instead strive to become ubermensch, or superhuman. Nietzsche believed that individuals should be free to create their own values and live according to their own will. He criticized the idea of objective truth and argued that all truth is subjective, based on an individual's perspective and interpretation. This idea is reflected in Nietzsche's famous quote, "There are no facts, only interpretations." Nietzsche's philosophy was deeply influential, particularly among existentialist philosophers such as Jean-Paul Sartre and Martin Heidegger. However, his ideas were also controversial, and his work was often misinterpreted, particularly by the Nazis, who used his ideas to support their own ideology. Despite struggling with his own health, including chronic migraines and vision problems, Nietzsche continued to write and publish throughout his life. In 1889, however, he suffered a mental breakdown and was unable to continue. He spent the last years in the care of his sister, who was herself a Nazi sympathizer, and heavily edited and published his work after his death. Nietzsche's legacy continues to be felt in contemporary philosophy, particularly in the fields of existentialism and postmodernism. His emphasis on individual freedom and subjective truth has influenced numerous thinkers and continues to be a topic of debate and discussion. So there you have it, a brief overview of Friedrich Nietzsche's life and philosophy. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. And I'll catch you next time on Peak Intrigue.